What's going on, everybody? Shiny Owl here, and today I'm going to be talking about how Grace and Glory and Grace and Glorious are the best enemies in Bayonetta. Before we get into it, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Please. It's free. And it'd be pretty cool if you did. So, Grace and Glory. First off, let's go over their history. First appearing in Bayonetta 1, they appear in Bayonetta 1. They come back in Bayonetta 3 for some fights there, where all of what made them special is kind of gone, considering they also are missing their extreme variants, and they're still missing some stuff. Because they have something special. Being, they don't mess around. I'm saying, a lot of enemies don't mess around. Well, these ones don't in multiple ways. You see, base Grace and Glory have invincible attack, not invincible attacks, have attacks that you can activate Witch Time on, and also don't have attacks. They have a good blend. So that blend is perfect for them to where you can get used to fighting them. Then you fight Gracious and Glorious, who none of their attacks can trigger Witch Time. So it's basically a true test of skill there, in a way. They also bust out the jams. Here's a couple of other reasons why. So, first off, their design. Design is cool. They're like bird things with giant claw weapon things. They're really cool looking. Second, Grace and Glory, just a good matching combo for two heaven-based things. And how they're also red and blue. And then Gracious and Glorious are both white and gray. Again, now let's get to why they don't work in Bayonetta 3. For a couple of reasons. Reason number one, everything in Bayonetta 2 and 3 can trigger Witch Time. Which means those attacks that didn't now do, all attacks do, which effectively removes any purpose for Gracious and Glorious. That's why they're not in those two games. And Bayonetta 2 in particular, it's kind of a problem because you can, the new technique in that game, the Demon Slave technique. Demon Slave, honestly, I don't like it. It makes fights way too easy. You can just spam Demon Slave and just win every battle. Here are a couple of verses that are just totally skipped over because I press one button. And I win. And a lot of people didn't like the urban climax in Bayonetta 2, which basically powered up your attacks for a little bit. I feel like that was better, because that wasn't always an instant win. Yes, it did a lot of damage, but it wasn't a you win button. Demon Slave is a you win button. And the best showcases, Grace and Glory here, Bayonetta 1, they can kick your butt. Bayonetta 2, you summon Gorma, and the fight's already over. So, what's the issue here? How can they be one of the best enemies when they're not even good in Bayonetta 3? Here's the thing. I said they're one of the best enemies in Bayonetta, not Bayonetta 2 or 3. 2 is too easy, and 3, they forgot how to write a compelling story, and they also forgot the second game had its plot stuff in it. I mean, the story is compelling. They just forgot how everything went down in 2, and I have elected to ignore its ending. And also, it's stupid how it's Luca and Bayonetta. That doesn't make any sense. But this isn't a Bayonetta 3 review. Or is it? Have you been tricked? Have you been tricked into this Grace and Glory video that's now become a Bayonetta 3 review? Well, let me finish the Grace and Glory video first. You see, Grace and Glory have everything a Bayonetta enemy should have. They're strong, they have cool design, and lastly, when they appear, they crank out the jams. And they're always a test of skill. Gracious and Glorious are also a test of skill, and are just pretty fun to fight against, honestly. Most of the time when you die to them, it doesn't feel like, shucks, I died, I feel like that was unfair. It feels more like, alright, that was my fault again, my fault again, my fault again, and then it becomes their fault because you're tired of blaming yourself.
But that's going to do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed this short little video of me talking about my favorite Bayonetta enemy. And the Bayonetta 3 review will probably come. Keyword is probably. Alright, remember to keep your chins up. Goodbye. Peace. Wow, I'm really just copying every YouTuber's outro, ain't I?